What up? PATP up in 2025. Let's go.
No sound? Can you hear me now, Rich? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can everybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? That's the question. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, still managing through these technical difficulties. Ontario's here, everybody. Yeah, say good morning to him. Can you hear me, little doggy? Can you hear me, turkey? Over. Can you hear me? Let's make sure here before we just start running our mouths, man. Check one, check two. Check one, check two. Check. I don't know if anybody's hearing me. Can hear. They're saying they hear. Okay, there we go then. Well, we'll just do it then. Forget any intro music. We don't need that shit, man. No, we're good. Hold on one second. Is that your phone echoing there?
No, it's nothing there now.
Okay, good. Well, good morning, everybody. Rich is out today. He's got a sick little one, and that's going around apparently, according to some. You said that you had someone going through it.
Yeah, I had a small one too. Also, so I just want to tell you now, Rich, if you're listening, you paid for the discount package, but you're going to get the Supreme upgrade.
Yeah.
Yes. It starts with the
Throwing up.
the verbal.
Yeah, then comes down, moves its way down the system.
As my mom would say, it goes from the rooter to the tutor.
Yeah, no, that'll do it. That'll clear it right there. That'll do it. Yeah, did you have a good weekend, man?
Yes, but somebody can't hear Montavious.
That just means get into the mic a little bit more. That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, they're going to call you everything now, bro. You know that,
no,
right?
I went to my job, man, that I do on part-time, and my boss gave me, like, I was Ozempic, Olympic.
Olympic. He's just getting in on the action, having a good time with
It
it.
was crazy. But the weekend wasn't bad. You know, I'm going to save my little small rant for later, but the weekend wasn't too bad.
Okay. Did you watch any sports over the weekend?
Yes. Here's the weird thing. This time of year is the best time of year because if you think about it, you're getting basketball, football, pro and college,
Yeah.
the end of the baseball series,
Yeah.
and hockey has snuck in the back door, which is like, I swear it's like hockey never leaves.
Yeah.
It just kind of hides. It never leaves, though.
Yeah. Now, did you watch any college football this weekend?
Yes.
Like, did the Razorbacks, for example?
No.
No, you did not watch the Razorbacks.
Well, I'm going to tell you why.
No, go ahead.
But I live in a neighborhood where everybody's a Razorback fan, so if they win or lose, I know.
Yeah.
I have a weather barometer outside that gives me all
That lets you know.
Yeah.
You know what? This weekend when they played, I thought for just one moment, foolishly, that we might pull it off. But I will say that offensively, Petrino's doing a good job. Defensively, we're not there yet. We can't seem to stop anybody now. I don't know if that's more a result of our talent or more of a result of coaching. But right now, we're not getting the defense done. But offensively, we looked great. I mean, we really did. It was a tough loss for a lot of people, I'm sure. But I expect that the rest of the year is going to be pretty brutal. And we'll see what happens next year, really.
But remember what I was saying. Remember, it depends on the team. Some teams go through the 4-year cycle. Remember that. And I think Arkansas is one of those teams because they just got a coach not too long ago that people know the name. They got to work through the recruiting class.
Yeah, no,
and,
that part is possibly true. Certainly, at least we got something different going. Says, can you adjust the camera? Ontario can't. I don't think I can. Rich, Let me see if I can zoom that in. Hold on. No, I'm clearly put it on 2, Rich. Try 2. See if that'll work.
See how special Patrick is.
Here,
He has a on the
Let's
go
see.
guy.
Let me try it. Okay, here. Let's try that. There you go. They wanted to see you up close.
What a scoot over what?
Yeah, there we go. Here you go. Now you look like a pro there.
Oh, Meprazole is in the building.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So let's get into a little bit of news here.
Okay.
Hundreds of popular online game apps, websites like Roblox, Snapchat, Amazon, Ring experienced widespread server outages linked to Amazon's cloud network. Reports of outages started flooding in about 3 a.m. Eastern time, and I assume this must be yesterday or maybe earlier this morning. They had recorded more than 2,000 outage reports from Roblox users, over 3,000 from Snapchat, 2,000 related to Ring and Amazon, Slack, Zoom, Venmo, Coinbase, Hulu, WhatsApp, Fortnite, also among the platforms hit by widespread disruption. I'm sure a lot of people were pissed off, boy. A lot of people pissed off, a lot of gamers. You just don't want to piss off the gamers, you know?
Yeah, but they're a dangerous community. But here's the crazy thing about this. Now, you know the role I play here. I'm Mr. the other side of the coin.
Right.
This here doesn't bring any alertness to anybody. I mean, for the fact that all these without, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it this way. You know how much personal information you have on those apps you just mentioned?
Oh, I'm sure a lot.
So for everything just to go out at one time, that's so odd to me.
Well, it is. It could be some kind of server attack, something like that. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, we can't play video games and take snaps. Whatever will we do? LOL. No, that's right. That's exactly right. Little doggy, I don't know why you're asking me if my face hurts. The answer is yes, but I don't know why you're asking me that.
Here's the crazy thing, too. For all the geniuses we have, it's just like the plane, when it goes down, why don't you build stuff out of black box? That's what survives.
Yeah.
For all the times they tell you to not have the same security password for anything.
Right.
For y'all to have the same, all this stuff working, operating off the same server, it's like, okay, that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, I quit worrying about that stuff. I mean, look, if you're going to steal my ID, just make my credit better, you know? Not going to hurt it, I promise you that.
It's like stealing a bad car and putting a brand new radio in it.
Yeah.
Just drop my car off.
Right. Hey, listen, this might be important to know, actually. Federal health officials added more cinnamon brands to the health alert after detecting elevated levels of lead in the product. The FDA said this week that the HAETAE, so Haete brand, the Roshini brand ground cinnamon are joining a growing list of products unsafe due to elevated lead levels. They'll continue to update their public health alerts. Let's see if it tells us who else is on there. Yeah, it doesn't exactly. Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. Wanabana, Schnucks, Weiss brand, apple cinnamon pouches, all have been named having elevated lead levels. So I would be real careful. Check your cinnamon out.
Go back to that picture real quick. You know the crazy thing?
What?
Is I've actually given my grandkids some of that stuff before.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it didn't have lead in it then.
Yeah.
That's what we'll hope. Darren, you're right. They're listening to you everywhere. There's no escape anymore. I mean, listen, your phone doesn't even have to be on. There's a reason that you can't, we've talked about it here before, that you cannot take an iPhone, you're not supposed to, onto a battlefield because roughly every 30 seconds it takes a picture of your face. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
And I'm a techie. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. About every 30 seconds, it takes a picture of the environment around it. And if that's your face looking at it, that's what it is. You know, not only that, we've learned that they don't have to be powered on to listen. We found that smart TVs several of them have been caught using listening devices to better understand. And if you think your remotes that are odd, you know, if you're using like voice control for, let's say, your Roku, you think that's not listening? Of course it is. They're all listening and steering ads your way. I mean, it's all about that dollar.
And how many times have you done that? You've had that nice little chill, especially have my chill moment. I've had a nice little cognac or something relaxing. It's like, you know what? I'm kind of hungry. Burger King, get the new special. Like, what the hell is going on? It's like, never fails.
They're definitely, you can watch the ads roll in. You can watch algorithms change. You can see all that. I mean, so I've given up on any notion of privacy. I assume I'm not on OnlyFans because I'm not attractive enough. Otherwise, they would have found a way to start distributing that too. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that just started happening. See, there you go. Yeah, while you're doing your business to porn, it's recording you for posterity looking down at it. Yeah, see, again, that's why I'm not going to be doing that business right there. Now, let's talk about this. This is a cool local story. At Mount Holly Cemetery in Little Rock, every stone has a story. Once a year, those stories come to life at the annual Tales of the Crypt. Every October, students from the drama department of Parkview Arts and Science Magnet High School dress as some of the most notable people of Arkansas. They deliver dialogues, highlight the history and lives of their character. This is who is this talking? Tamara Zink, she's the theater specialist, said that Tales of the Crypt is a project that started 30 years ago with one of our English teachers and one of our acting teachers, Susan Taylor Barnum and Fred Booz, great name. Began this project where they brought students out to the cemetery, and it developed into where they began to research the people buried here. She said she's watched it grow for decades. She's helped to guide the stories as they take visitors back in time, walking among the gravestones. Said, I enjoy the stories we're hearing, but also catch myself looking as we walk up and down the aisles of all the rest of the headstones and family names. So that's pretty cool, though, that they're doing that. I think that's a good exercise, a fun exercise.
They do everything in school now but teach.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I swear they do everything but teach. I mean,
well, there's a little history there. I mean, that's good. History is good. You know, there's nothing wrong with history. This is a good story. This is out of Pyongyang in North Korea.
Wait.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Pyongyang. What?
Gesundheit.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Apparently, it seems Kim Jong-un, dear leader, is upset with rotten capitalistic acts that have been committed in the name of, quote, bourgeois customs. So he's got a strike team. They've been deployed around the country to deal with a twofold problem that is apparently straining to break free, with orders to deflate the situation as quickly as possible. The problem?
What is it?
Boob jobs. Seems dear leader is incensed that droves of North Korean women have been getting breast enhancement surgery using illegal silicone imported from China. So far, 2 patients and 1 surgeon have been taken into custody. Sources say authorities hope to squeeze down the problem before it grows to enormous proportions. Probably be a great day to be an investigator. I'm going to have to look at those, ma'am. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know if those are Chinese or not.
Hey, excuse me, ma'am. I'm going to take the evidence with me, or you got to come on.
Yeah. Come home. I need to get some pictures of
Okay,
these.
you know the funny thing about that story?
What?
There was so many innuendos inside. And then, I was cool at first. I didn't see the top of that head. And then you got to talk about squeezing the situation. Like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah, no, it definitely had a lot of innuendos in it.
All I'm going to say is the way that guy looks in that haircut and him squeezing boobs does not.
He seems like the guy, if you ask him what a boob felt like, he'd be like, sandbag. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it feels like. No, that's right.
Oh, my God.
He's a weird dude over there. That dude's weird.
Yeah.
They say his sister's even crazier. I don't know. I think he disappeared her right now because people kept talking about her taking over. I'm not sure if she's still around or not.
I don't know if it was just only me. The name, once again, can I get that name again, please?
Oh, Pyongyang? You enjoy that, do you?
Boobs in Pyongyang.
Yeah, Pyongyang.
No, boobs in Pyongyang.
Yeah, no, I got you, man.
Hey, what's up, Technical Turkey? He says, Timu Terry Crews can't take illegal fake boobs.
Well, here's a great story. An elderly woman just scored a landmark court win against her neighbor that forces him to stop smoking weed in his own home. Now, let me explain. Her name is Josepha Shepard. She's 76 of Washington, D.C. She said the skunk smell that emanated from her 73-year-old next-door neighbor Thomas Cackett's doorway made her dread coming home. She said even once she vomited when her neighbor, who lives on the ground level of an adjoining home, lit it up. So it's like a duplex. They're side by side, right? So they share walls. So she said, I wasn't interested in money. I was interested in getting fresh air in my home. After 5 years of representing herself, she finally won her case in the D.C. Court of Appeals. A lower court judge had already ruled in her favor, but he had appealed. The higher court sided with her, saying that her use of enjoyment of her own property was more important than his use of enjoyment of his weed. He tried arguing he only smoked once a day and never for longer than 5 minutes, all to cope with many health conditions, including cancer, hepatitis, arthritis, and sciatica. He said, I'm not Snoop Dogg. But the panel said it found it doubtful that he only smoked a couple minutes a day. He's now been banned from smoking within 25 feet of her home, including on his own property. Any violation could result in penalties or jail for him. Now, weed's been legal in D.C. since 2015, but this sets a new precedent for D.C. and I don't know, maybe other states too. That's kind of wild. What?
Why don't you mind your business?
It's too skunky.
Okay,
she
look,
couldn't handle it. It was too skunky, man.
Okay, I get it, but that guy's dying. I mean, he has 80 different diseases going on.
Yeah,
he needs some type of pleasure.
You could feel bad for him, but I'll be honest with you. I mean, look, I have a son. I have a couple of them, and one of them at one point, I was like, "Listen, bro, I get it, man. I understand you want to cheat a little, okay? But your car shouldn't smell like a dispensary. It's just a bad look for you."
Okay, I get you, but okay, you're around that. I mean, you're around his presence. It'd be different if they lived in an apartment building and it was coming through the door.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, it's like it's his own dwelling. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Trust me, I get it, and I understand. I mean, even the fact that it went for 5 years. Are you serious?
You know how Karens are, though. Once they get it in them, they're not going to stop. They're like pit bulls. You know, she was like, "No, I'm dug into this." Look, she went to court, won, and he appealed it, and she kept fighting. I mean, she did win. She represented herself.
And that's not a Karen. And what's her name? Her name is Joseph. That's a Josephine. That's
Josepha.
Hey, Josephine,
like that.
it's the same thing. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
wow, she was stabbed.
She looks like she could use the chronic, actually. She could probably, maybe she's been high for 5 years. I don't know. She might find that she regrets it now that it stops. She might be getting a secondary buzz.
No, the problem is she had an original signed copy of Dr. Dre and Snoop the Chronic album, and somebody stole it.
Yeah,
so it just printed
pissed
back.
off.
Yeah, now she's upset.
As old as she is, she probably had an original signed copy of the Constitution.
Wait a minute, let me get that. Blow the dust.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here. Okay. A 74-year-old man who wanted to check who would grieve after his passing faked his death and staged a funeral to see who would attend. A lot of people have wanted to do that.
Genius.
A village in India, that's where this happened. They were shocked to learn about the sudden passing of Mohan Lial, a local 74-year-old former veteran.
Patrick, you and these names today, bro. Seriously.
What you want me to not say them right? I can say them wrong if you want.
But nobody can say Ontario. That's what I'm saying.
No, nobody can say Otasco. Anyway, said people didn't even know he had died. Didn't stop people from joining the procession, mourning the man, and taking part in all the traditional rites. But what really stunned people was when he got up from his casket. Yeah, so he's laying there, not only fake his own death, he's actually lying in the casket. Mm-hmm. And they soon learned that the funeral was nothing but a twisted test thought up by the 74-year-old man to see how many people cared for him. I'm going to tell you what, we probably wouldn't be friends anymore after that. I'd be like, "You son of a bitch. No, I'm done with you." After death, said people He said, it doesn't matter. He said, I wanted to see myself how much respect and affection people give me. He said he doesn't regret doing it, even though that it upsets some people. Yeah, that's kind of a terrible thing to do to people. What do you think?
Okay, let's keep it 100. How they say it? What the young kids say, stop the cap.
Yeah, no cap.
Let's keep it real. Y'all out here is watching us. Don't say we have not. Oh, you got to the point like, I just can't. If I was a pastor right now, I wouldn't know how many people show up at my funeral. You literally think this, but he actually did it.
Yeah.
It's like, and then the fact to get up is so
I bet somebody passed out. You know, somebody did. Somebody passed out.
But after that, seriously, after that, I don't know if I can come to his actual homecoming after that. I'm going.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to anything else he has after that.
I thought you got kind of lost. You look. I saw the picture underneath the.
No,
okay. I thought that maybe distracted you.
No, not at all. It definitely didn't. All right, so I just want to share part of this. I don't think I'm going to read the whole thing. We'll see. I saw this, and it was. It confuses me about the world today. And again, you know, we talk about going to college. College costs more than it's ever cost in history. It's outrageous what some people have to pay to go to school. Now, as parents, maybe you look at what your kids do. Maybe you don't. You know, maybe they just go to school. You don't care what classes they take as long as they got A's. You don't think about it. Maybe you do. But this article, I teach people about porn. That's my job, or part of it, as an assistant professor in the Gender, Sexuality, and Women's Studies program at Temple University. In January 2023, I launched a brand new college-level course that focuses on the study of porn with a specific goal to help heal the division socially in our country. It's no secret, waking up in America today often means waking up to deep, painful social political divisions, which seem to be intensifying. Each time I read a headline stoking the flames of these, I became more certain that thoughtful, less fraught conversations about porn and sexuality education are part of the solution to bringing us back together. Now, just think about that for a minute. They're worried about, she is worried about the strife, the political division, and she says, I think that talking about porn is what will heal us. Really? I guess everybody might like it. Maybe. I don't know.
No, she said help stop division as well.
My goal is to make the unspeakable speakable. We need to make talking about sex and porn as normal as the weather. The more normal we can make it, the more likely we are to recognize our shared humanity. Really? 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 That's what's going to make us... That's so touching. That's so moving. That's going to be a Lifetime movie, right? Oh, look, we share porn? Oh.
What time are we in, Patrick?
Thinking this is one thing, acting on it's another, but the more I thought about it, the more I needed to practice what I preach if I was going to make something into reality. So I walked into my boss's office and said the words that we get most people sent to HR. I want to teach a course about porn. Now, how did he react? You might think he might say, hey, hold on. No, said, before I could even finish the sentence, to my surprise and delight, he barely batted an eye and enthusiastically agreed.
Yeah.
Do you see what you're paying for? This is what you're paying for in college right now. It's not. Tell me in what way, in what world ever is that going to help them succeed if they're not getting into porn? Is it going to benefit you in your job? Are you going to put that up on the wall that you passed that class? Are you going to use it in a resume? I mean, that to me, again, I like porn like the rest of people do, okay? But is that really the way to bridge the gap, so to speak?
But so we live in a time to where we basically don't have any educational structure. Our educational system is kind of lacking.
Kind of.
And
yeah,
I'm being polite. And
okay, I appreciate
that. We're kind of upset. Well, we are upset about the advance of the other countries are making educational wise. But some of them have 7-day schools. Some of them have where they have just strictly straight programs like their Facebook and YouTube does not look like ours. It teaches over there.
Yeah.
And I'm saying all that to say this real quick. So with all that being said and done, we're sitting here and we wonder why we're falling so behind when it comes to the educational system, but then we teach stuff like this in school.
Well, that's kind of what you're exactly right. You're illuminating exactly my point, which is, you wonder why young people are disillusioned. You wonder why young people are getting degrees and can't make a living. You wonder why that you're paying so much for college and not getting results. Well, here's why. Because we're teaching bullshit. I mean, look, again, if you want to be a hoe, you can just turn on porn and learn the uniform. You don't need to go to college for that. OnlyFans, they do that from their house. Most of them, till they get enough money to get a studio together, and invite their friends over. But
Patrick, wow.
What?
That was when that story I'm glad to hear that. It's like, they do surfing in California. It's like, we really spend our money on, and then you get out of college and you get a debt.
Yeah.
And then you have.
That's what you went into debt for, right there.
It's like, wow.
You're going to spend the rest of your life paying a monthly payment because you learned about porn and how to heal divisions with it. Seriously? This sounds like a skeevy, pervy teacher who wants to teach about porn. I mean, God, come on, man. I mean, it's the most rudimentary level thing in the human existence. Do you think I need to be taught about what's happening in porn?
Here's another thing that's crazy.
Yeah.
You already have these hyped up kids who just came from high school, hormones just raging, and you put them in the classroom.
Sure.
And they watch the teacher be
Yeah.
the most flyest thing in the world.
No,
they're probably this most delicious looking teacher.
It's a recipe for an orgy. It's probably hideous, honestly.
Yeah.
This is just an orgy recipe. I think that look, this has been a goal for a long time for a certain sect of people, which is to desensitize us to sexuality as much as possible so that it seems like nothing. But that's never, ever, 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 ever going to happen. It's never going to happen until men are all women. That's the only way that's going to happen, because I'm going to be honest with you. We are hardwired in a sexual manner. That doesn't mean you can't control it, doesn't mean you can't be respectful, doesn't mean any of that. But we are hardwired to procreate. We are hardwired to get it in. It's what men spend a good percentage of their life working to do.
Another thing, too, about this, think about if you desensitize everything and this happens, you're able to, now we're not going to go into logistics. Please, anybody that's listening, go deep into the recesses of your brain and just hear what I'm saying. You'll get the picture when I say this. You'll be like, oh, if they legalize, when that happens, and then you make it so, they're trying to make everything so normal, do you know how much other things that we consider to be not the right thing morally that can slide in there, because not everybody's making everything.
It's already happening. I mean, look around you.
And,
I'm getting
and
again, I don't mean, I'm not that dude.
Yeah, I got you.
Trust me, I'm not a prude. I'm far from it. And people who listen to me know this. But I also know that when you try to rebrand pedophiles as, quote, minor attracted people, that's the new thing, MAP, minor attracted persons, that's a no-go. No, these things, these are things you're trying to soften, you're trying to make okay, and we're really starting to stretch to the point,
And that's why that story you brought up last week was so important about the guy running for office and the young lady and the guy. That's why it's so important, because now they're trying to put a label on him. That way he can do what he wants to do, which I think, like I said, I'm not going to get into that, but I'm glad you read the story put that way. I'm just glad.
Yeah, it's the same reason that, in prison, somehow, and you tell me how this works, that the government pays for sex changes for prisoners. Are you serious right now? Why? I don't think so. For their mental health, they're in prison. Okay, they could save your money, do it when you get out, but why am I paying? Why is my tax dollar paying for that? That's ridiculous. Then you're going to put a trans woman with a penis in the same cells with regular women, and they keep getting pregnant. Shocking. Can't believe that's happening. How can that possibly be? I thought that was a woman. Yeah, but it's a woman with a penis. Yeah, but I didn't think she needed it anymore. No, she definitely. What? Yeah. These are semantical games that we're playing that are getting away from people right now. And I'm not a prude. I'm just saying that, man, sometimes bullshit is bullshit, and a lot of this is bullshit.
Yeah, but like you said, the story you just told us about what they're learning in college emphasizes the issue, and it emphasizes what we deem important in certain arenas in society. And I think that's something, like you said, you made an amazing point on it. I think you hit home with it. It just, we're desensitizing everything.
Look, Mike says, if you can be a cat, why can't you be a kid? No, that's exactly right. I identify as a 13-year-old guy. Why can't I hook up with a 13-year-old girl? I identify as 13 years old. That's what I feel like I am in my heart. Can you tell me I'm not?
And that's
how could you possibly tell me I'm not? How could you know my identity? Right? Because aren't we challenging what identities are now? Aren't we honoring people regardless of that? To a lot of degree, we still are.
Yeah. Yes.
This country looks to the rest of the world how California looks to us. Yeah, sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Hey, Turkey, great. Hey, seriously, great point.
Yeah.
Think about this. Everything we're talking about now was so small boxed. It was so small. It's like we have one event. Well, it wasn't one. It was a bunch of events over time. But eventually, one big event kind of opened up the Pandora's box.
Mm-hmm.
And
pause.
Yeah. We know now.
We opening boxes here.
You better stop.
All right.
What we got?
All right. Let's get into a little sport you give a shit about. Sorry about the Razorbacks. That sucked. All right. Vanderbilt is a top 10 team in college football for the first time since 1947.
What?
That's right. Complete makeover on most of the top 25. Crazy weekend. 9 teams in the top 25 lost. Ohio State, the only team that held its spot.
Yeah,
number one for the 8th straight week after shutting out Wisconsin 34-0. Beyond the Buckeyes, significant revision was required. 4 top 10 teams lost in the same week for the 3rd time this season. So the Buckeyes, it got 61st place votes. That's 10 more than a week ago. Number 2, Indiana, pulled away from Michigan State, improved its record ranking by 1 spot. And Texas A&M's one-rung promotion to number 3 gives the Aggies their highest ranking since 95. Alabama, who came into the season looking a little bit shaky, and people were like, now that he's gone, no Saban, no Alabama. Wrong. Alabama's number 4, his highest ranking of the season. Number 5, Georgia returned to the top 5 after a 3-week absence. Oregon, Georgia Tech, Mississippi, Miami, and Vanderbilt round out the top 10. The Ducks bounced back from their home loss to Indiana with a big win over Rutgers. Georgia Tech won at Duke. They haven't been in the top 10 since 2014 or ranked that high since 2009. Mississippi's loss to Georgia caused it to slip 3 spots, and Miami fell 7 after losing to unranked Louisville. That's a lot of shakeup going on. Now, Florida fired their coach.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Billy Napier, a narrow victory and a sizable buyout, not enough to say Billy Napier, the 4th-year head coach, fired Sunday on the heels of a 23-21 win over Mississippi State, during which and after he was booed by the home crowd. So he got a win and was still booed.
It's Florida.
Yeah, that's true. They are
Florida.
crazy. The university will be on the hook for more than $21 million, half due in the next 30 days. The rest to be paid in 3 installments starting next summer. That's an expensive firing.
30 days? He gets half of that money?
Yeah, man. That's a lot of ducats. I'd be a coach, too. And fire me. Shit. For $11 million, I'll sit home. 10-5. What do I care? I don't even ever have to coach again. I just got $10.5 million right now. Florida, which is still paying their former coach, Dan Mullen, will now be handing out checks to 3 different head coaches.
The new one and 2 old ones.
That's right. Arkansas has been there many times in basketball. I can tell you that. I don't know how many years we paid Nolan Richardson. Not saying he didn't deserve it, but we paid Nolan for a long ass time. Probably regretted firing him. Actually, he was you know what he was guilty of is the speed of the game changed, and he was like kind of like Houston Nutt in that way that he wanted to play the old type of basketball at that time, and he just couldn't adjust to the new speed of the game. But man, he was a great coach for a long time.
Nolan, because of him, Patrick Beverly exists.
Yeah.
See with that?
No, Nolan was phenomenal.
Defense, oh my God,
that 40 minutes of hell. Yeah, no, Nolan was a solid coach for many, many years, and I honestly thought they didn't do him right when they let him go. But he's not the first one in sports to get fired, and people don't like it or how it happens. I can look all across the landscape of sports and see it every day. People get fired. Back when I was young, the big scandal was when Tom Landry got fired by the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, when Jerry Jones bought him. And he unceremoniously dumped him. And a lot of people thought, man, he did a lot of good and spent a long time at the Cowboys turning him into what they kind of were, and that he shit on him. And he did. Saddened to learn of the passing of former WWE superstar Sir Mole. Also had his hand in training many of the guys you see in the Indies in Arkansas today. Well, that is sad to hear.
And I want to say, Rich, if Rich is watching, great job on acknowledging that. That is, I don't know him personally, but a lot of guys, and Patrick, we know some of the guys that know him or were trained by him. So it's like, yeah, so, I mean, kind of special.
It was a big deal, yeah. Yeah, no, I get that.
Before you get into the next sports story,
yes.
I'm freaking off this. I was calculating in my head. 78 years for Vanderbilt?
Yeah.
78
That's a long time, man. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a long time, isn't it? One more. The Denver Broncos punched in the mouth. They weren't knocked out, though. Second-year quarterback Bo Nix led Denver to a 33-point fourth quarter. That's very Brady-esque.
I watched that game. It was awesome. Yeah.
It's very Brady-esque. Shades of Atlanta here. He guided the Broncos on a 19-point comeback victory to shock the Giants 33-32. It felt like the Giants had the Broncos figured out most of the game. They were continuously blocking Nix's passes. The defense started making silly mistakes, which led New York to jumping out to a big lead. But Nick started the fourth quarter with an 8-play, 78-yard TD drive. The Giants responded with a touchdown. But Nick's followed up with a 13-play, 74-yard drive, touchdown. The Broncos needed to force a mistake on defense. They got their wish when Justin, I don't know how you say it, Smod, intercepted Dart and got Denver into scoring position again. 4 plays later, Nix threw another touchdown pass. The Broncos forced the Giants to go 3 and out. That would result in Nix running for an 18-yard touchdown to take the lead. I mean, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. What a game. It must have been a lot of fun watching, unless you were betting on the Giants.
Here's the thing. Okay, I watched a couple of games this weekend, but I noticed what's going on now. The league is in transition. Last week I watched Caleb versus Jaden Daniels. This week I got to watch Jackson Dart versus Bo Nix. So like you're seeing all this young talent.
New guard.
Yeah, and it's like, and a lot of people diss some of these quarterbacks coming in. I'm like this. If your team's not good, give it a chance.
That's a problem that we have.
We're fanatics.
Yeah, it's a problem that we have now. We want quarterbacks to come in from a high school level and dominate immediately, or come in from a college level to the NFL and dominate immediately. And we don't want to give any time for them to build up and learn. The difference in the playbooks are staggering. From high school to college to NFL, staggering difference in playbook. I said last sports thing, but there was one more thing, if you didn't see, which is crazy. Look, Shohei Ohtani is already a baseball legend.
Yes.
Has been for a long time. But this dude came in and through 10 strikeouts, 6 scoreless innings. He struck out 10 batters and hit 3 home runs in the same game.
And it was crazy. I think those home runs were like almost consistent. They were like, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah,
Oh my
never done before.
Yeah.
I think. Let's see. As a matter of fact, before Friday, only 12 players in history had hit 3 home runs in a postseason game, and just 26 pitchers had struck out 10 without allowing a run. He's the only one to do both in the same game.
Wow.
Yeah, people are already saying he's the greatest baseball player ever. And maybe he is. I mean, he just keeps knocking down these records. I mean, it's...
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm one of the guys that for everything he's doing it now. He's looking great now.
Yeah.
For me, forever is somebody doing something in their lineage
We'll have
for
to do
a
it a little long time,
yeah, exactly.
longer time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll give him time. Maybe he is the greatest right now. He may or may not remain that way. You know, it takes a lot to do it. But if he continues down this path, he's definitely going to be the greatest. Rich, can you, take us to break, buddy? Play a song or something, man? Do you mind? Could you do that for us? Rich, are you there? I see Rich isn't even there right now. He's just, somewhere, watching TV, just hanging out, talking to Jax.
Not paying attention.
No, not paying any attention to us whatsoever. And, he's just doing his thing over there, probably firing one up just, in honor of us. Oh, look.
Yeah, I'm living in a world where they can't let it go. All these fake ass smiles, man, I'm seeing the show. People pointing fingers like they run the block, but I'm sitting back chilling, not giving a fuck. I've been trapped in the drama, they can keep the pain. Caring about the haters, that's a lost campaign. Life's too short to be caught in the trap, so I'm burning all the bridges, yeah, I'm cutting that crap. Fucking caring fucking sucks, that's why I don't give 2 fucks. No fucks given, I'm rising up like a phoenix from the muck. Plot twist in the story, I'm the one they hate, but I'm living on my terms and there ain't no debate. Got my heart locked down, yeah, I threw away the key. They want my attention, man, they gotta pay a fee. Words that they spit, it's a circus act, but I'm the lion roaring, I'm done with all that crap. Fakes in my face, can't keep up the charade. Talking all that nonsense like I'm here for a debate. But this is my life, I'm living it raw. I'm done with the caution, I'm breaking all the law. Fucking caring fucking sucks, that's why I don't give 2 fucks. No fucks given, I'm rising up like a phoenix from the muck. Plot twist in the story, I'm the one they hate, but I'm living on my terms and there ain't no debate. What's with the pressure, why they want me to break? I'm a bomb waiting, can't you see the quake? So I'm shouting out loud, yeah, I'm taking a stand. With every single word, I'm reclaiming my land. Fucking caring fucking sucks, that's why I don't give 2 fucks. No fucks given, I'm rising up like a phoenix from the muck. Plot twist in the story, I'm the one they hate, but I'm living on my terms and there ain't no debate. What's with the pressure, why they want me to break? I'm a bomb waiting, can't you see the quake? So I'm shouting out loud, yeah, I'm taking a stand. With every single word, I'm reclaiming my land. Fucking caring fucking sucks, that's why I don't give 2 fucks. No fucks given, I'm rising up like a phoenix from the muck. Plot twist in the story, I'm the one they hate, but I'm living on my terms and there ain't no debate.
It's like it's
All right, we are back. Nice work on the transition, sir. Nice work. This story is pretty interesting. Before I get to it, though, let me mention Fitz Auto. If you're looking for a vehicle, late model, low mileage vehicle, something that is worthy of taking your kids back and forth to school, where they're not like, hey, drop me off a block from school so nobody sees this hoopty, Mom. Then just go to Fitz Auto. They'll get you in something nice, something you can be proud of, even if you've had tough credit history. Check them out online at fitzauto.com or go in person, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. So I don't know how many of you have ever seen the horror film Strangers, and I think there's a sequel to it. I think they're making or about to launch a third one. But it's where it's a movie where these people start knocking on the door of this home, and they're in mask, like Halloween type mask, and they're harassing, and it gets worse, progressively worse. Well, video shows a group dressed in sinister looking Halloween masks, allegedly attempting to break into a Virginia woman's home in a terrifying encounter that left the family shaken. Now, the three suspects appeared at the front door of the Alexandria home. It's about 10 miles from D.C. Shayla Whiteside was visiting her mom, the homeowner, when it took place. Whiteside's younger brother, their family dog, also in the house when the group arrived. At first, I thought it was just a Halloween joke, a prank. So I said, Happy Halloween. She realized it was no prank at all. The suspects, one in a clown mask, a second wearing a costume like Michael Myers, and a third dressed like an evil nun, can be heard yelling, "It's your worst nightmare." They ignored warnings that she was on the phone with 911, and authorities were en route to her mom's home. Hold on one second. Yep, I got to plug it in, or this laptop's going to die. So give me 1 second. Yep, there it is. There you go.
This story is very interesting.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I got something to say about that when we're done.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's going to have something to say about this story. Trust me, you. Because it's close to Halloween, but that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Hell, I got plenty to say. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Now I can do it. Okay. They kept knocking on the door. The knocks got harder. The suspects can later be heard yelling through the front door of her mom's home in the exchange that left the two women shaken. Said, it's either you coming out or we're coming in. Open the door. The group then allegedly attempted to enter the home. It's not even a joke gone wrong, she said. They tried to enter my home. My heart dropped, and they said they were going to take a chair and break down the door. The incident lasted about 10 minutes. My dad recently just died, so I'm glad I was there. But now my mom's in fear. She doesn't want to stay there by herself. Authorities believe the three suspects removed their masks before fleeing the neighborhood in a vehicle. So now they're canvassing the area for additional surveillance that might show details about the identities. If identified, they'll be charged, of course. Look, this is pretty crazy, man, to be honest with you. What do you do in that circumstance?
Me, actually, I'm going to be 100% real. I think something like that, especially at a Marine camera, I'm automatically got the shotgun at the door. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm calling the cops, but if I hear that door banging, the cops better bring the paramedics with them. Yeah,
the first thing that I'm going to do is say, listen, I am calling 911, but I have a large gun and I will air condition you out, all of you. So please come through the door if you want. I'm going to go sit down. I'm just going to sit down in my chair with this shotgun, and you go ahead and come through that door. I'm going to wait. I'm going to go sit down now. Go ahead and do your best. And I'm just going to see. Because once that door opens, you're mine. You're absolutely mine.
Hey, good one. Mistress Mayhem, F-A.
That's right. Yeah, F around and find out. That's exactly right.
Is my mic, can you hear me, Patrick? Is my mic on?
Yeah, it's on here. You want me to turn it up even more for you, you soft-spoken devil?
Hello? Okay.
Is that better?
Okay, also, we were just talking about desensitization.
Yeah.
If you look, my wife talks about this all the time. Every single time they bring a movie out, Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, springtime, summertime. Now every single thing is a horror movie.
There's a lot of it. Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh, horror movie.
Oh, yeah.
My Banana Splits from my childhood, horror movie.
Yeah. Well, you know what happened? The reason for that, and you're seeing a lot of those. The reason for that is it's called public domain. So you have a certain amount of time that something is protected by copyright or by trademark, like Mickey Mouse, the character. Like Winnie the Pooh, the character. These characters have all become public domain, which means anybody can now use them for anything. And so you are seeing a lot of that. But you're right. I mean, they are kind of pilfering your childhood right now.
Yes. And then, so you go to take so now your child is being desensitized to, they have a certain love for Mickey. Now all of a sudden Mickey's some other thing over here.
But if they made a horror movie out of Bluey, that'd be different now. I mean, people lose their mind all of a sudden if you did that.
But like I said, I
But
think
Mickey, I mean, look, old people are the only people that love Mickey Mouse anymore, right? I mean, what kids watch Mickey? They may know who Mickey Mouse is,
hold
but
up,
are
wait a
they
minute.
watching Mickey?
yes, my
Where?
granddaughter they repackaged it. The
Oh, they
Mickey
did?
Mouse Clubhouse,
Oh, did they?
Minnie's Boutique.
Okay.
My granddaughter watches stuff like that.
Oh, does she? So Mickey's still watched by people?
Yeah, very, very big. I mean, very big.
Really?
Seriously. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm being serious.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey and Minnie. It's like a remake. It's like the kids love it.
Okay.
Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing about this thing is crazy. It's a clown. Like I never played with clowns. Never thought it was funny. Never did. I've seen the stories of people walking down pathways and there's a clown there or something like that. So to see a story like this is like we are desensitized.
Yeah, I remember there was a rash a few years ago. I don't know if it was right after the pandemic, right?
Of the clowns?
Yeah, where everybody was starting to come out and they'd stand in places like that, or just come up to the door or do weird things, and I don't mess around like that. I mean, I'm not that one.
Yeah.
I see these people who like to, I don't even understand these people who walk up to people's doors like that. I'm like, you must be insane. Maybe it's because it's near D.C. or Virginia. I don't know. But I'm saying, don't walk up on some property here and do that.
Maybe I'm asking the
You
wrong.
might find out.
Maybe I'm asking the wrong person. But Tactical Turkey, I'm just so curious. How would you handle that situation?
Oh, I know how he'd handle it. He'd unlock the door. He'd open the door and say, come on in. Come on, I get something for you. He wouldn't even just stay in. He'd just open it with the gun in his hand and say, "Which one of you are dying right now?" That's what he would do.
My goodness.
No, he'd probably have one in each hand. He'd
Okay,
have his
look.
wife open the
Get him
door.
up. He's telling us now. What's he saying?
Hold on, I don't know what he's saying here. Hold on, I can probably tell you if I look over here. I just got to change my screen over. Let's see. So Mickey called the cops because someone wrote in the snow in his yard, "Mickey sucks and pee." Yeah, no, that's it. No, I guarantee you. No, I know Tactical. He this would be the greatest day of his life. He'd be like, "Oh no, I've been waiting on you fools. Come on in. Got something for you."
I've prepped for just this day.
No, absolutely. Mister said, "I just let my dogs out. That mask becomes a chew toy." Yeah. This is Arkansas. This is Arkansas. I watched there's a documentary, I don't even know the name of it, that Laura was watching, and she was like, "You got to come in and watch this." And I was like, "Okay." And it was in Florida where stand your ground laws exist, okay? Now, a stand your ground law says, unlike here, if a threat is presented to you where you fear for your life and someone else has a weapon, you can use a weapon. Or if someone enters your home, you can shoot them, okay? But you can't just be outside in the yard and pop a cap in them because they're running at you, So, but the stand your ground law kind of opens some things up. So this story is about this very Karen-like lady, just a real bee, and she moves into this neighborhood, and it's it's not it's a poor neighborhood. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody's in duplex type homes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, everybody in the neighborhood except her were black. Okay, and she was a miserable, vile human being. Just absolutely, she was calling the police nonstop because kids were playing and being loud or playing in the yard. Well, only half of the yard was hers anyway because the other part was another home,
Yes.
you know, and
Yes.
but they'd be on that side and she'd still be nonstop giving them hell, just calling the cops on them. And it progressively got worse and worse and worse and worse until apparently the last time before it all played out, she had come out and thrown some skates at a kid and said some pretty damn terrible things, you know, horrible things that should never come out of anyone's mouth. And so the mom went across the street and started knocking on the door going, hey, you need to come out and talk to me. You need to come out and talk to me. Well, the lady shot through the door and killed her and said that she was in fear for her life. She was in fear for her life. And what finally did her in, and it was unfortunate because the most of the movie is all seen from police body cam. Mm-hmm. Most all of it is from police interviews. But you see that this happened, you see the kid's response. It's devastating. She had 4 kids, you know. But what did the lady in? She had called 911, said that the lady was knocking on her door and she was scared, right? Mm-hmm. That she was banging on her door and saying she was going to kill her. And so, by the time the police got there, the lady outside was dead. Well, she had told in her little conversation that, yeah, I called them, and then like 10 minutes went by, and nobody was there, and she's still banging on the door, and she's, it's getting more and worse and harder. And I thought she was going to come in and kill me. Well, come to find out that it was 2 minutes from the time she called 911 until they got there. So in 2 minutes' time, you're not going to tell me that you were feared for your life like that, and she was convicted. Spoiler alert, sorry. Yeah, 25 years. Put in prison for 25 years.
Wow.
So she got what she had coming. Should have got worse. But at least, and the judge said, it basically called her a piece of shit.
That's the thing that is like, I always tell people, read the room, read your surroundings. When she came to that neighborhood, if you knew that kind of thing disturbed you,
why would you move there? That's what we were talking about. Listen, if you're trying to, if you're an old person, quote unquote, and you want quiet, why would you move to a neighborhood filled with children?
Exactly.
And you were there for 2 or 3 years, I think. I mean, she was there a while. And you could have moved at any time, even if it costs money. If it's that bad where you're arguing nonstop with parents, you're arguing nonstop with the kids. She said the kids were taunting her, and they probably were after all that time. I would have. If I were a kid, I guarantee you I'd have walked right up to the line and went, ah.
And I'm going to tell you something about the urban areas. Mm-hmm. Here's the one. We have a lot of respect for elders. We do. Yeah. We just do, especially the kids. So I'm to the point, it's like, if they don't like you after a while, those kids can be, and the kids never don't, when there's certain people you didn't like, you were just like Mr. Johnson, you would go run through his garden or his doorbell or different crap,
Yeah, and so they probably did taunt her after a while. But again, look, they're kids, and you brought this on yourself by being an asshole nonstop. Just move. Just move. It's real simple. Leave the area. Kids are going to be kids. They're going to play. They're going to be loud. And if you got dozens of kids in a neighborhood, you can get over the quiet. It ain't happening.
Here's the thing. Okay, like, I'm not going to go into that, but like there's like the little communities that are being built up in the upper part of Arkansas where people want to be left alone. I'm the type of person who believes you want to be left alone. I'm not going to come mess with you. I know I don't belong there. I'm not going to come even visit there.
Right.
So to say that with her, it's like if you knew you had a certain feeling about certain things and people, when you first got to that area, understand it's affordable. But then here's the thing I've always realized about people that don't like certain things. There's people that might not like dogs or cats. if I'm like dogs, I know everybody in the neighborhood has dogs, and there's no gates up, and I have an open yard. Guess what? I'm not moving in that. I'm not moving in the neighborhood.
Right.
I don't want to move in the
No.
neighborhood full of dogs. I'm not doing it.
Mistress, you're spot on, and that's exactly what I said. Said I think she knew she was going to do all that because she keeps trying to get them all in trouble. Why didn't she get a Ring camera to collect evidence? No, she instigated it every single time. Now, you might think that this is old. No, it's from 2023.
Oh, wow.
It's super fresh, and you're exactly right. Which is, she did have a couple of recordings of her coming outside. I don't know. I guess with her phone, with the kids, or a little video camera, whatever it was. But I'm like, if I've had to call the police more than once, there's a camera going up on my door.
Yeah.
You can bet on it. There's going to be cameras all over them. I'm never going to be without a camera because I'm going to demonstrate that I'm not in the wrong here. But to your point, mistress, where was her camera all this time? She never seemed to have any recordings, but she sure could tell you everything that happened. But nobody would validate what she was saying. Everybody, all the people in the neighborhood, all the kids, everybody would dispute the way she told it because she was a liar. But I'm sure again that some of it, yeah, they probably did do some of it after a period of time. I mean, wouldn't you? Every kid would. Look, I mean, people know who assholes are.
Yeah, and it's like, especially if you're mean to me, if you're the come out on the porch shaking the hand, get out of my yard, granny, instead of the sweet cookie baking granny, of course.
Let me tell you a little story, man. Not always good kids. Me and my brothers, we weren't always that good. Sometimes we were good, sometimes we weren't, And we walked to Watson Elementary. That's where we went in Southwest Little Rock. And me and my brother would walk, my younger brother. And so there was it was a pretty good walk. It was about 2 miles. Okay. And so anywhere you could save time, you would. And so we would
cut through a yard.
We would cut through this guy's backyard. We would climb his fence and go out his gate. Because it cut the time down a good 5 to 10 minutes, Yeah. Every once in a while, he would catch us in the act, and he would come out, and he would just this stream of curse words put together in a form I'd never heard, even through my dad, which was impressive. This guy really could put them together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he put them together the right way, and he would just lose his mind. And we beat him. He would come outside, and we'd beat him through his own gate, before he could get to us or whatever. This went on for a year, man. For a whole year we did this. And that poor bastard, Mr. Shaw is his name, and he was a good dude, actually. We ended up, it worked out in the end, okay? But not till later, But anyway, we would and he would just lose his damn mind. Well, I went on to Cloverdale Junior High, and my brother was still going to Watson. So he continued the tradition. By himself, or with whomever he was walking with at the time. And the guy, I guess he pissed Brandon, that's my brother, off. And so he stood back there in the creek and threw rocks at his camper. And I don't know if he just did it to harass him or antagonize him, but he didn't realize, in theory, what was happening. But my brother was a pitcher. For his team. He was a pitcher for many years. He was pretty good at it. I don't know why he stopped doing it. I guess he didn't like it anymore. But that thing looked like it had gone through a hailstorm, bro.
Oh, my God.
I mean, just this whole side of it just pelted with dents, broken glass. Next thing you know, that dude was over at our house and talking to my dad. And my dad was oh, my God. And this guy's backyard was a half acre. He made my brother, who was probably, 8, 9 at the time, go over there and rake that whole yard, rake it and bag it. And he had to go over to the same dude's house that he threw it. My brother learned a hardcore lesson. And later I sold Mr. Shaw some furniture. But I told him, I said, man, you probably don't remember me.
What was his name, Mr. Shell?
Mr. Shaw. Mr. Shaw. Yeah. He's actually a pretty nice guy. He just, he just would lose his shit for kids climbing his fence.
I mean, y'all, okay, you guys are like, I'm like that too. Like, man, I'm like that with my neighbors. Like, they come through. Like, my neighbor, he comes through the yard because I have adjoining yards with two older people. He'll walk through, they cut the old lady's grass next door. And he stopped and he saw me outside. He goes, I don't mean, I said, bro, you're fine, walk through the yard. But if a neighbor or a Jehovah's Witness or something like that comes to my yard, I don't swear, but I give you the old man Jerkinson, you don't get off my yard.
No, not to get off my lawn, guy.
That's me.
Rich says, I don't disagree with anything y'all are saying. Maybe she couldn't afford anything better. Maybe she was lonely. Lots of old people watch and complain and be assholes because they're lonely. No, it is absolutely true and possible. That certainly she was old. Was she lonely? I would imagine so. She was bitter. But if you watch this, Rich, if you watch it, you'll see that it was way more than that. This was a whole other thing. She had been instigating and stoking these things for a long time. Every neighbor, you saw them, because the police were talking to all of them that they've told the kids clearly, don't go across this line, don't mess with her. They're on this other side of this yard over here. And she just kept losing. Like the incident that led to the shooting was apparently one of the kids left the skates in front of the yard, not in the yard, but right on the curb in front of it, and she came and threw it at him. Why are you throwing skates at the kids?
And this is an urban area, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this from personal experience. When my mother we had an old white neighbor, Mr. Leonard, ex-retired sheriff, and his wife. Sweetest guy in the world. But when Mr. Leonard asked for something to be done, first of all, we called him, back in the day, you called them Mr. and Mrs. and their first name.
Yeah.
So Mr. Leonard would say, okay, Mr. Leonard, as a urban kid, when that urban mother hears that neighbor say, don't go in that yard, I come from a generation where the neighbors and the parents got along.
Right.
Once he said that,
me too.
She's like, okay, if I catch your burp out there again near that yard, I'm smacking you one. I'm bashing you one.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm to the point also thinking that maybe these kids, and I say that to say I know all these mothers are, and for a mother to go across the street to knock on the door. Maybe her kids did get unruly, but I can guarantee you if she knew they weren't supposed to be on that side of the yard, they were not on that side of the yard.
No, and that was clear, from it. It was evident that everybody was doing what they could do. They didn't like her, but the police had been there so many times.
Yeah.
Okay, so many times that they've told all of them, don't give them a reason for you to get in trouble. I mean, come on, right? You don't want to mess with the cops, right? I mean, clearly. And so the parents had all told them, don't. Now, I'm not saying they would stand on the line of the yard where they weren't supposed to cross.
I'm almost guaranteed they antagonized her.
Yeah.
I'm almost guaranteed
they're flipping her off. They're doing all the things that you would do as a kid. Moon her, I mean, all those things. But guess what? If you're not looking out the window, if you're not waiting for them to mess up, how do you know? Put on some noise-canceling headphones. Turn the TV up. Do anything.
I don't know, them barbecues and stuff were kind of loud.
There wasn't no barbecue. These just kids playing outside, and she just hated the sound of it.
But in all fairness, it's like, when do you tell yourself, maybe it's time I should move?
Yeah, or maybe it's time I let go of this. Maybe I'm just an asshole. I mean, at some point, you got to go, what's the common denominator? Oh, it's me.
And kind of start to get along with your neighbors a little bit.
Try.
Go to some barbecues, bring some potato salad with raisins in it, stuff like that.
That's gross. Only white people would do that, man. What's wrong with you? Put some raisins and potatoes. That's disgusting, man.
You said,
hey, Rich, we got to go to break on that one. I'm not listening to raisins and potato salad shit, man. Please put on some music. We got to go to break. This is unacceptable. Rich.
Well, I pulled into the diner just past the old oak tree. Ain't no fancy five-star joint, but it caught my eye, you see. The waitress wore a smile, and I knew right then I'd found a treasure on that menu, the best sandwich around. Oh, it's the best ham sandwich in this whole wide world. With cheesy goodness melted, it's a flavor unfurled. Smoky, salty heaven, every single bite. I could fight a bull for it, won't stop till the night. The bread was fresh and golden, with crunch that made me sing. Tomatoes red and ripe, oh man, that's the real thing. I'm sitting by the window, just watching time roll by. With the best ham sandwich in hand, I could smile till I die. Oh, it's the best ham sandwich in this whole wide world. With cheesy goodness melted, it's the flavor unfurled. Smoky, salty heaven, every single bite. I could fight a bull for it, won't stop till the night. So raise a glass of sweet tea to the taste that sets me free. This ain't no ordinary meal, it's a love song just for me. I'll shout from every rooftop, let the townsfolk hear my claim. This ham sandwich is my passion, I'll forever feel the same. Oh, it's the best ham sandwich in this whole wide world. With cheesy goodness melted, it's a flavor unfurled. Smoky, salty heaven, every single bite. I could fight a bull for it, won't stop till the night. So if you're down and hungry and you want a taste of bliss, find that little diner, let your worries take a twist. One bite of that creation, and you'll know without a doubt that the best ham sandwich is what life's all about.
fucking switched again.
All right, we are back. Unterryo here, filling in, hanging out. Rich is out taking care of Jax today and doing a great job operating the cameras and whatnot for us. So we're very, very thankful because Brandon was out today too. So it was going to be a debacle. Wow. Yeah, it was just going to be, Monday was destined to be a debacle, and Rich came to the rescue as often he does, so I'm thankful for that. But you said that you kind of had something on your mind, so I wanted to see what was going on, man.
Well, this is Monday, and so
Yes, it is all day.
you guys only get to see me. And thank you, I appreciate that. I forget.
Yeah.
You guys only get to see me once a week, and so what I decided to do was start doing my Mac Man's Monday Moments, which is basically my rant over three things that have irritated me over the week.
Okay.
And I'm going to go in right now.
Yeah. All right. Come on.
Okay, number one, how banks keep track of your money and how they handle your account. This irritates me more than any damn thing in the world. I hate having the fact that I have a bank account, then I go make a purchase. The money is taken out of the account and goes into a little spot that says pending.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Well, pending means the money's there, but it's not there,
Right.
which allows me to keep spending. So once that pending goes through, if I spent everything, it's gone.
Right.
Why in the hell would I go to a bank to do this when the fact I can keep better track of my money at home? If that money is gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
I do not understand bank institutions.
Well,
oh my God, it works my nerve.
Let me tell you that banks
And credit unions.
yeah, well, yeah, less so than banks, but yes, don't give a shit. First of all, look, if you go over, they're going to start hammering you with $39 fees. Then they got the ATM fees. So, once let's say you do make a mistake, and who hasn't made a mistake in their account before where they got it a little bit wrong? Should you, let's say that you accidentally go negative in your account and you didn't realize it, and you went to get gas, you picked up something for dinner, and you made one other stop, okay? And should you have to pay $39 two times for each one, because you're going to pay a fee to the person that it bounced on, and you're going to pay a fee to the bank? So,
No.
So I mean, you're going to get hammered. And what's that mean? That means that money, all of a sudden now, when you do put a deposit in there, you're already $150, $200 down. I think that's shitty. I think that, look, if the money's not there, then decline the purchase. It's real simple. Decline the purchase, and there's no fee. Don't pay it, and then charge me $39 to pay it.
Not only that,
Just decline it. It didn't go through. That's how it used to be. It didn't go through.
not only that, if I'm a banker, I'm looking at the purchase. If you are buying groceries, gas, or paying a utility, I am not going to charge that $35 over fee. You know why? Because you're using the money for what we're supposed to use for anyway, which stimulates the economy.
Yeah.
That helps stimulate the economy.
No, they want their economy stimulated. Look, but banks are notorious for fees, and don't get it twisted. It is still our fault. We're supposed to know how much we have in our account. We're supposed to keep balance of it, and I understand all that. But I think they're criminal, the way they charge you. Look, I just saw the other day, and I don't remember where it was. Maybe it was at one of the football stadiums, that if you use the ATM, the fee was like astronomical. I don't remember. It's like $20.
That is ridiculous. $20 to get out, to get out 10.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely criminal in my mind. Lots of the fees that are charged. I will tell you this though: if you're poor, or sometimes you're poor, if you're periodically poor, how about that? And you know what I mean by periodically poor, paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes it's a tough time. If you think that's going to happen, I should not give this advice at all. If you think that you're going to beat who's winning that fight, you or the mic? Is it the demons? Is it the bugs in your skin? What's going on here? No, seriously, if you think, hey, I'm running light this week, and I know that at the end of the week, I'm going to have some problems. Okay, go to the bank once. Use your overdraft. Okay, let's say you have $50 in the bank, but you have $400, $500 in overdraft. Go to the bank, make a $400 withdrawal, go negative 300, pay your one-time $39 fee, and do every transaction cash for the next few days, and just use it as an advance instead of getting stacked with 8 fees. Pay 1 fee. Just advance yourself because you know it's coming. You see it's coming. You know you're about to go into next week with nothing. So just give yourself the advance. That's one of the ways you can kind of beat the bank at the game. I hate to say that, but you can get yourself a payday advance for $39. Well, it's, they're going to get their money back as soon as something goes in there, but at least you can get an advance and it's on your terms instead of their terms. Does that make sense?
It does, but
now, do I recommend that? No. I mean, nobody should do it if they don't have to.
But part of my rant is this.
Yeah.
When you start to develop and elevate, and you make things where it's simplified, where you cut things out. So you mean to tell me that after y'all took the checkbook from me, I had to keep track of stuff in my checkbook, you go, no, guess what? We're electronic now. We can help you keep track of that.
Yeah.
That's your damn job. My money in your bank to keep track of it. That's where my rant comes from, Patrick.
No, I get it. Especially when you don't know, and you're right. When they put things in pending and they allow that money to be in the account, even though it's not in the account, that's a big problem.
Just take it. I can't spend what I don't have.
That's right. And that's what they should do. It should just be gone, period.
All right. Now,
what else?
My second part.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto morning travel.
Yeah.
We live in Arkansas.
Yeah, that's
and we have a bunch of idiots. Yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah.
This morning, I decided on the highway, there's that nice little side area. I pull off, hit my blinkers, and proceed to do what I had to do in the car.
Yeah.
Now, when I see these blinkers, or when I see somebody on the side of the road, the law is to get over to the next lane so you don't hit this person.
Yeah,
especially
it is.
Especially the other side of the road. So I have blinkers on still. Hazard.
Yeah,
I
hazard
decide
lights.
to scoot on into the lane. Some idiot who's doing his 95 and 65 decides that I don't deserve to get back in the lane where I'm supposed to. He decides he's going to speed up, seeing that I have this blinker on.
Mm-hmm.
Not only does he do that, but then as I get back into traffic, I get the finger.
Oh, yeah, it's all you, yeah.
This is what I'm not understanding about this traffic. You have no etiquette at all, and then you constantly do. My wife gets so angry. Why are you doing 75 and it says 65? We live in Arkansas, damn, this is the highway.
Yeah.
65 is just a suggestion.
No, that's kind of true. That's kind of true.
And I'm so irritated. I don't know if it's because I haven't had no coffee this morning or my special medicine. The whole fact is that this damn Grand Theft Auto traffic has got to stop.
I can tell you to some degree that I've experienced that as recent as Friday, maybe. I think it was Friday or Saturday. I don't remember which it was, but for those who don't know, I had a water pump issue with my car. Found out the dealer wants $3,800 to change that water pump because basically it's like you have to pull the motor and it's connected to the timing chain, so you're going to have to change that out too.
Patrick, we're back on the water pump again.
Yeah, no, don't even get me going. So found somebody who will do it for $2,000, but to be honest with you, I've been kind of biding time a little bit on that because I went, like everybody does, I went to YouTube and said, let me just take a look at what are my options here. And so one of them said, if it's a pinhole leak, if it's nothing major, you might be able to use stop leak. They make a particular kind for a water pump that will be effective. Well, I did. I used a couple of them. And it apparently was effective, at least temporarily, right? Because for 3 weeks, I checked every day for water. It was in my car. It was holding water. Everything's going fine. I'm not losing water. I'm not overheating. Everything was great. So I'm like, hell, I beat it. Well, maybe not. Because all of a sudden, whether I don't remember if it was Friday or Saturday, but it was midday. And I'm driving down the freeway. And all of a sudden, it went right to red. Whoop. And so, look, I'm not stupid. I'm not blowing up my motor. I immediately pull over on the side of the freeway on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And because it hadn't happened in 3 weeks, I'm not carrying 5 jugs of water in my car like I normally was, because I was like, I might need water at any time. Well, now I didn't have that in there. And so I had to call somebody and say, hey, could you bring me some water on the side of I-30? And so I had to wait about 20 minutes. And, hey, L1 Gaming, 431, hey, why don't you get with me, send me a name or a phone number on that, because let me hear about this $800 dude right here.
Saw that.
I want to know where he's from and what he's about, because if he don't have just one eye and look real weird, I might use it. Matter of fact, if he does have one eye and just doesn't look too weird, I'll probably still use it.
I'll use him anyway.
But anyway, I'm on the side of the freeway, and man, the cars are rushing by, and so I'm like, damn, man, I'm just gonna go. So I buckled up on the passenger side. Because I'd gotten out and I didn't want to go back to the driver's side, and I'm just sitting there with my ass completely puckered with every car that goes by, like I'm going to be in some video where this rig slides over just enough to the right just to careen into me, It's not a permanent fix. The bearings and internals are failing, and the pump has a pinhole to leak on purpose to alert you to near failure. Stop leak's not a forever fix. No, correct. It clearly it's not. I'd hoped it would be, but it is not. So, nonetheless, I'm back on the hunt for that. Yeah, text me at 8:30. That's perfect. He said, nope, professional shop. That's awesome. No eye patches, no weirdness. I'm ready. So yeah, I get that. And I will say there's a phenomenon, and I've told people this for a long time. I get up early, as you know. I'm on the road, by at the latest 5, sometimes a little earlier. It doesn't matter, though. Inevitably, on the way here, there will be at least 2 people who will pass me in excess of 100 miles an hour.
Oh, my God.
They are rolling, bro. And the ones that piss me off the most, though, and I really do, sometimes I get aggravated like everybody else. Sometimes I get viscerally pissed. Like I'll go 0 to 100. Like I want to take action, but I'm not going to.
Yes.
But I get that feeling of, if I could follow you right now.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the people who weave in and out. It's backed up traffic, and you got that one asshole who wants to go fast, and he's just cutting in front of everybody, and, doing this and this and this. And I'm just like, man, you're going to kill somebody, or you're going to get yourself killed. You're an asshole. Stop doing it. Why is it that important? What is that important?
Grand Theft Auto, I told you.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And my last part.
And you don't even get to beat hookers.
Oh, my God, stop. And my last rant.
Okay.
Is we're fanatics on Sunday, but we're critics on Monday. I have this one thing about me that really irritates the mess out of me, and I love watching these videos. I'm the guy who likes watching the reaction videos from games.
Football.
Where you have
or sports, yeah.
You have the thing, and you have the person in the bottom.
Yeah.
And suppose they never watched the game before the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hilarious. And like me being the Redskins, like, oh yeah, the Commanders.
Yeah.
The guy goes, I'm a Commander fan. Yes, how you do? We're about to beat down the Gummy Bears. Da, 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 da. And as it goes on, you see him, and at the end, it's like, man, you know what? They suck. And that guy right there that just caught the touchdown, he was on his way to junior college next week anyway. It's like, okay, no, these guys don't suck. You're just pissed because your team got smashed out is what the problem is. And that's the thing I hate. And the reason it's a rant because I'm not a fan of a fan.
Yeah. You know what?
I'm not a fan of fanatics. I'm just not.
No, people just now, it's just like the internet is a plus and a minus at the same time. So many good things come from it, yet at the same time, so many people who just talk mad shit on the internet all the time. And half of them should not even have the internet, to be honest with you. They shouldn't even have access to it. You know what? I'm starting to think that maybe the internet should be like a car that you need to be licensed to drive. You know what I'm saying?
Well, also, too, here's the thing, also, too,
Keep talking.
Also, too, about the internet, I think the biggest thing about the internet is once you do something, it's there. It does not go away. I tell people this all the time, like, okay, like, here's the thing that's crazy. You would never put these two together. Being a fanatic is bad for your job. And I'm going to tell you why it's bad for your job.
Okay.
There are a lot of fanatics that do things on social media when they're mad. I've seen them, no knock on nobody, but especially the worst ones, I hate to do this to y'all, are the Cowboy fans.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you see their reactions at those games. And
You have to understand they've been suffering a long time, man.
well, like Stephen A. says, what could go wrong will go wrong. Just wait.
Yeah, no,
Actually,
it's
waiting to
true.
happen. No, but the thing about it is like, and you do these things like, I got some buddies getting drunk, cussing out, then you go to work or you go to an interview, and some weird reason, well, I think what you do in your own personal time is your business. But then you get called to the office. Like, well, there's this feed up this weekend of you were running around butt naked, cussing out everybody and stuff, and you had one of our shirts on. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, so you never think when you're a fanatic, the stuff they do, fanatics irritate me. They go out in this cold weather, nothing on, paint themselves the team color. It's like negative 40 degrees outside.
You know what I don't understand about sports? The number one thing, if you had to say what's the number one thing that you don't get about sports fans, that is, if you win a championship, why do you destroy your city? Why is that the rite of passage for, hey, we won a Super Bowl, let's tear everything up, let's riot? Why?
It depends
you
what it is.
Celebrate, man.
They didn't do that when Golden State won.
Golden State Warriors?
They didn't do that when Golden State won.
Man,
It depends. Okay, now
they did.
The Chicago
they came out, but it was just different there. Hey, I'm sorry, that's
Chicago did it.
I'm not saying Golden State fans say hey, but I'm saying anyway.
It's the town. Chicago fans tore their town up.
Yeah.
Detroit fans tore their town up.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
You'll never
Come
see
on, man.
San Antonio won't do it though. See,
Oh no, San Antonio won't do that shit. No,
about
you're right. It is location
the
specific.
The Knicks, if they win, or if the Knicks win, New York will be gone.
No,
2 days later.
It's exactly. My son Tyler and I were having a conversation about the NFL and about who we think's going to go all the way this year and win the Super Bowl. And he was like, "Man, Detroit, man, it might be their year. They've never won one. Not even when Barry Sanders was there. Said they've not even been to a Super Bowl. So it'd be huge." I said, as much as I'd love for Detroit to win, if they win a Super, they've never won. They've never been. If they win,
National Guard.
Detroit's already bad.
National Guard.
It's going to be way worse. It may not be operable by the morning, Monday morning, it may nobody be going to work in Detroit. They may blow it up.
Oh my God. The baseball season's done, so I'm gonna ask you a question real quick.
Yeah,
so
okay.
we got the
Well,
NBA.
no, they're still playing, right? They're the World Series.
Okay, but we know who. Okay, we're gonna soon find out who's gonna be in the World Series. So it's no fun doing that with this.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so we got NFL and NBA season. Who was your
Yeah.
Super Bowl and where's your NBA Finals?
Good question. I don't know for sure in the NBA, but I will tell you that I have a sneaking suspicion that the Lakers might be real contenders this year. They were kind of sniffing at some places last year, but I think this year the Lakers, this could be that one for them. Now it may not, but I feel very strong about some of the pickups in the offseason. DeAndre, what's his name? DeAndre Ayton. And then you've got Luka. Who has felt it up some. He's trimmed down again because I'm pretty sure that LeBron said, listen, Luka, I don't have much in the tank, okay? I'm still killing, but my time is short. If you want one and I want one, now is the time. You're going to have to slim up. You're going to have to get full peak and get busy. And they look good right now.
Well, when you're with LeJames works out, takes care of his body.
Yeah.
I am a Rockets fan. Been a Rockets fan forever.
Man,
So
keep Olajuwon, baby.
You already know how I feel about
Sam Cassell, those guys, they tore it up, man.
Yeah, we want to go. That's my squad.
Yeah, that's a good squad right there, man.
But last year we had deficiency, and it was scoring at important times. Our defense, we're one of the top defenses, good offense, amazing coach. I think when we got Durant and traded off Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, we're going to miss him, but Jalen Green, That's fine. 4 years enough for me. KD's a walking bucket, and then the fact that he's with us now, he doesn't have to do as much. He doesn't have to be.
So you think this could be Houston's year?
No, next year maybe, but not this because
Not this year.
Shangoon had an amazing FIBA. He came. Now he's doing preseason looks pretty.
Quit fighting with my microphone.
I'm trying not to, but I honestly I would like to see the Rockets, and I would like to see Orlando.
Dude said even if they tear Detroit down, I only do like $2,000 in damage. You might be right about that. Football wise, I don't know. There's more parity in the league this year than I've seen in a long time. Like I watched some of that geriatric game the other day where it was Flacco and Rodgers.
Oh, the man, Flacco.
And they went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Man, there's so many good teams that it's hard. They're all kind of equal as far as professional football. Now, college football, there's only one team that's going to win the championship this year, and it's pretty clear who that is already.
How do y'all? I can't. That ranking system just irks me so bad.
For college?
Yes, because okay, I don't care if I play 20 games. Okay, in the beginning of the season, everybody plays pork chop state. Okay, let's keep it real.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Beginning of the season, everybody plays pork chop state. But if I have a schedule,
except if you're Ohio State, who started with Texas.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, it's a powerhouse.
I'm just saying.
And the crazy thing is this is like, so when you're making these rankings, I'm sorry that the team that you thought was going to be a 11th place team ended up being a 50th place team. That should not affect my ranking, considering it went about how you ranked it in the beginning of the season. Like, this is the number 10 team. They go drop to 50. So it's like, okay. Also, if I have a whole schedule of pork chop states and potato salad university, and I'm whooping them all, regardless, if I cannot, if I haven't played any top-notch talent, but I'm still undefeated, give me a shot at the bowl. I might actually have beat up enough pork chop and potato salad.
Well, you're if you're undefeated, you should be definitely in consideration. I do agree with that. Ohio State will win this year. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, of course. Yeah, who's going to beat them? I'll wait. Yeah, no, nobody. Look, everybody in the AP top 25 is rolled out, with the exception of Ohio State.
I'll play devil's advocate.
Okay.
I will say this: I would put more money bet that the number 2, 3, or 4 will win before Ohio State will.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they won't.
That.
I ain't saying they won't.
No, I like that.
But the way they do these rankings, where they play around with it,
I like it.
That 2, 3, and 4 could be the team that actually takes them out.
Well, I mean, if 2, 3, and 4 quit losing, that could happen. But they don't. They keep losing, and Ohio State keeps winning.
It's fluid. At the end of the season, it's going to bounce. Trust me, guarantee this is going to bounce itself out.
This is something that I have learned in later years of my life, because I've always been a Razorback fan, still am. I support the Hogs, and although I do think we should probably be in the Sun Belt now, but they're neither here nor there. It's it's hard. It's like being a Cubs fan used to be. It's like being a Detroit fan or a Cowboy fan. It's been a long ass time since Arkansas has been anywhere near a team that's going to win championships. So when I met Laura's a Buckeye fan, and so as a result of that, I started watching the Buckeyes with her and Tyler. Well, it's just going to happen. You're going to become a fan.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you that I take more joy in being an Ohio State fan, because at least I got a team that wins. And it's like, I got a winner. I got a damn winner, man.
Don't feel bad. I'm like that too. Like when my Bears are messing up, I'm a Houston Texans fan as well. But when they both suck, it's like, I like basketball. I don't like football no way. That's
right. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Were you a big NBA fan growing up?
Weird thing, NFL all day long. But when I got to playing sports, I was more into basketball. I love basketball. So,
So were you like a Jordan fan in the day?
No, never. I was the opposite. Here's the crazy thing. So I grew up in a household where we watched Cowboys and Lakers all day long, nothing else. I got to a certain age, I saw Walter Payton run the ball on Minnesota.
Yeah.
270-some yards. I became a Bears fan.
Yeah.
As far as basketball, I grew up in my house. It was all Lakers. Magic, Kareem.
Yeah.
Oh, my
All
God.
great
Cooper.
players.
What happened with that was I ended up watching the Five Slamma Jamma.
Yeah.
Clyde and Elijah.
Oh, Clyde, direct
So
Clyde.
I was mad when they split. I was always a fan of Elijah Wan, but Clyde was my favorite player.
So we're Clyde the Glide Drexler.
Oh, yes.
He was pretty great.
God.
So you were a pretty angry basketball fan for what, 7-8 years, as Jordan dominated.
No, because you got to remember, I was Portland for a long time, and Jordan, we got crushed twice, once by the Pistons and once by the Bulls. Here's the whole irony and all that. The Portland Trailblazers got beat by two teams that were going for back-to-backs.
Yeah. No, that's fine, but I'm just saying Jordan dominated for years.
Yeah, but I never remember.
Nobody could win.
But remember the teams I was liking, so I was mad at the championship.
Yeah.
But I wasn't mad during the season because I was liking the Rockets and the
Yeah,
Blazers.
I got you.
Good. But when Jordan retired and Akeem took his rightful place, yeah, we got two.
Yeah,
I was happy.
I was happy for Akeem.
And Clyde, I was like, Clyde gets one too.
Yeah, Clyde did get one. He was old and tired then, but he was still a good player. It says, yes, maybe the suck guys can actually go 15-0 for the season instead of losing to at least one team. By the way, what was that team they lost to last year, Patrick? It was their only loss, right? Yes, it was Michigan.
Wait a minute.
I'm scared to
is
death.
that Rich?
That's Rich. I'm scared to death. I'm horrified of the Michigan game because I've said it before.
Why?
Because Michigan sucks ass and they have nothing left to play for except this game. This is the only chance they have this year to look any kind of good is to beat Ohio State. And the one game that both teams get up for is this game. It's the biggest rivalry in sports history.
Michigan right now has a coaching deficit.
They have an everything deficit, which scares the hell out of me.
But that's the thing.
Because all they got to do is believe.
It's college football. It's not happening. I can see it in the NBA and the NFL. You have that any given Sunday or that game.
Yeah.
But in college football,
You're saying
seriously, it's very rare you get an upset in college football. When you have a team that is a team and somebody else comes in, most time college football.
Well, I hope you're right because we do need to go undefeated this year. That would be awesome. If not only could we go back again, but we could go undefeated all the way through the playoffs. That would be great. Drexler was great. Didn't he play for the Suns too? He played for Portland for a long time.
Portland. He played for the Rockets. Then he retired after that.
Yeah.
The whole deal was here's the irony about that. The draft, Portland drafted they drafted Clyde. The year after, they could have drafted Mike, but drafted Sam Bowie instead.
Sleepy Sam Bowie.
Yeah, and the thing that's crazy about it is, so the whole career, and you can look at the stats. During that time, during that era of Jordan and Clyde, the same time they were in existence, he was, if there would not have been a Michael, Clyde was the man. They keep showing those stats. Like, they were that.
He was very good. I mean, he was a great player.
And I didn't know Michael looked up to him and called him a rival. I had no idea.
There were, many NBA greats that didn't get a ring because they were robbed because of Michael, Stockton and Malone. Those guys were as good as it gets. Charles Barkley, my favorite player, one of my favorite players of all time. He was a Phoenix Sun then, and he was great. He came out of Auburn, the round mound of rebound. And he was never the size they said he was, by the way. He was a little bit shorter than that.
Wait, didn't Sean Kemp lose one to them, too?
Sean Kemp, Seattle Supersonics with Gary Payton the Glove. Yeah, a lot of people lost to him. Ask Byron Russell about it.
He won't stop talking about that.
No, he'll never stop talking about it. He pushed me. Well, you know what? Did he get caught? And bitch, he got it, I mean, that's how it works. Shaq was also pretty dominant in his era, the Shaq Kobe era. He was pretty dominant. Look, I've as much shit, and there's plenty of shit you could talk about LeBron, but man, if he won one more, I would have to say he's equal.
Do not
he's
do
equal.
it. Do not do it.
He would be.
No.
Come on, man. Come on, 5 championships, 3 teams, 20-plus years. He's still scoring that's if you told me 10 years ago that LeBron would still be scoring the same amount he did then.
Okay, let's keep it real. Kevin Durant's a better scorer. I didn't say all-around player.
No,
I
he
didn't say player. I
is.
said better scorer.
He is, but for this guy, for 20 years, he's been scoring this much. I mean, he's crazy good. I get it. I know the knocks. I understand. I get it. I do get it.
No, I don't have
I'm just saying that
I don't have anything negative. It's
his
just,
body defies science.
okay,
you
it's
know?
just you gotta look
Ooh, Dan Marley was a good one.
and Big O. Yeah, okay, look at the body of work. That's what I'm saying is this. Mike, 6 finals, 6 championships.
That's right. Efficiency.
Okay. Now, everybody automatically, LeBron. The
Yeah.
disgrace in that is you are skipping out and not talking about Kobe. That's a disgrace.
Kobe is phenomenal. He has 5 rings.
Kobe is Michael Jordan reincarnated.
Well, he was the second coming of Michael in a way.
Exactly, yeah. 7 finals, 5 championships.
Yeah, no, he patterned himself after that. He had a work ethic that was second to none.
He even looked like Mike, dude. It's crazy. If you
He
look at
played
Kobe,
like
right?
Mike.
Yeah.
You know, he played like Mike. A lot of people say Anthony Edwards does.
With that aggression, yeah, but Kobe had
Kobe
the
was
whole
smooth.
complete
He had it all.
Michael Jordan package.
Almost all. You know, he was phenomenal. Shaq, yeah, both of them were phenomenal.
I'm not saying LeBron. Please don't. I'm not saying LeBron. I mean, 10
I get
straight,
it.
10 straight finals. 10 straight finals. Nobody's ever done that.
Mm-hmm.
Back, you have to look far. You have to look further back to Bill Russell with the 11 rings in 13 years. I mean, think about that. It's like seriously, like 10 finals
Yeah.
in a row. Nobody's ever done that. So I put him up there with those 3.
But
with those.
But how
3,
many did he win? I mean, that's the knock. You know, is that for the number he went to, you know, and so some will argue, well, he carried his team as far as he could, and others will say, he choked. Well, in the first part of his career, there was a lot of choking that went on,
Yeah.
and there were a lot of knocks, but he turned that around. But I don't know. I don't. I just it's hard to count him out. You know. And,
No. He's in. Like I said, if they made a mountain of those guys, the lineage of those guys,
Yeah.
it'd be Dr. J, Michael Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. That lineage is
That's a good line.
that
That's a
lineage,
good line.
If you look at that lineage,
Dr.
it's
J
the
was
same
pretty
type
great.
it's the same type of athletic.
Can I tell you who I think is I'm not going to say he was fictional. I'm going to say that they have exaggerated every single thing about him, and I don't believe any of it. And look, I can see Bill Russell. I see game footage of Bill Russell all the time. You can see a ton of game footage of Bill Russell. Let me tell you who you don't see game footage of. Wilt Chamberlain.
Wow.
Wilt Chamberlain is a fake stat line.
Like you're saying, all the footage they got of all those years.
They ain't got no footage of
Chamberlain's had
no
more.
100-point game footage. Remember the 100-point game? No, he didn't.
Don't forget.
And if he did, he was playing guys from Home Depot.
It was,
I mean, come
it was
on.
100 points and 70-something rebounds. Remember?
Yeah, and 70 boards. He also banged 10,000 women, right? Come on, man. I don't believe any of the stat. I think Wilt Chamberlain's a made-up stat character. I think that they just look. He was giant in an era that people weren't giant, and they exaggerated things. He's it's like Evel Knievel. He jumped over the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, of course he did.
Might be a Mandela effect. Is he really a real person?
Who, Wilt Chamberlain?
So it might be a Mandela effect.
I'm not even sure, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
maybe.
I'm not even sure he is. I've never seen the guy. I've just heard the
And
stories.
the guy was like, oh yeah, we could really. I'm like, the guy's telling a story about
And how many champions did Wilt have, by the way? Championships.
I don't know.
I mean, because Bill Russell had like 12.
Yeah,
11 or 12.
Remember, he won 11 in 13 years. But
Yeah.
the thing behind that, I'm a
the
historian.
players were different then.
Not only that, but at the time, a lot of people don't know this. The NBA was on a verge of not existing anymore.
Yeah, it was the WNBA then.
So what
Almost.
what happened was they had to have backers. Well, guess
Yeah.
who was the main backer to keep it going?
Who?
The Celtics.
Oh yeah,
Red Auerbach.
they were the money team. Yeah,
They paid the most money to keep it going. All of a sudden, Bill Russell goes from player to coach.
Yeah.
11 chips in 13
yeah.
years.
No, Bill Russell was a phenomenal player, but to again the people that you matched up against, that
Yeah.
it got real lopsided because truly you had a bunch of old fat white dudes.
Yeah, he was
out there.
athletic.
When Jerry West becomes the face of the NBA. You're like, come on, man. I mean, I know he was pretty good.
I didn't want to go there, but
come on, man.
We ain't had another player that could take that.
Come on, where's Jordan? Why isn't he in that spot, man? Come on, you still got Jerry West out there. You know, that dude couldn't score 20 points in a game today if you put him in his prime.
Wait a minute,
right now.
Is it a layup or a skyhook? What is he doing?
No, I don't know what the hell he's doing, man. Just put the the Jordan, that's what it should be. Listen, we've done our time today. We've served our sentence, and we're going to leave now. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for Unterryo coming in and being such a great co-host today. We'll see you next time. Rich, are you ready to take us out, buddy? I didn't know if you were late.
What up? PATP up in 2025. Let's go. P-A-T to the mother-loving P. We talking about Patrick is in the myth, the legend, the angry. Hell yeah, he got a click, got a sick click, got a thick click. Cause it's mother-loving Patrick and the people. Yeah, it's the sequel, better than a prequel. It's still the same DNA. And we all know Turkey don't play. I'm talking tactical, that's Andy. And on the medical, you got Tasha Mack. Yeah, her and Tom, they got your back. And Lil Doggy, of course, he's in the pack. Big chain, but even bigger attack. He's a printer, not a baker. But you know